So today we're going to take a one extruder head assembly and we're going to drop in the second extruder. Start by pulling the cover. Okay, pull the cover. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to remove this fan set, because in your kit is a new fan set with 5 fans. And the reason you have to do that is it's wired with 2 connectors for 5 or 2 connectors for 3. So you got to use the new one. So you're going to want to reuse your cover. Pop that out. You're going to need to pull these guys off. Save the screws. So the kit will come with 6 screws for the fans, but therefore the additional 2 fans that we're going to add here in a little bit. Okay, so we need all of these. Pull this side, the outrigger fan. Alright, so now that the fans are loose, let's go ahead and pull the back cover off. Of course, all these parts, all the printed parts you're going to reuse. Take a look here. We're actually going to pull a couple of these. So we're going to pull both of the fan plugs here. And the fan assemblies. That's a 3 fan assembly. That's for you. That's your bonus. And the heating element also. We're not going to reuse because we got a special one again on the heating element. The special one has 2 elements in the same plug, so we have to use the new one. So I need a 2mm. I'll undo the set screw, and I'll pull that out as well. Alright, and that's as far as you got to tear it down. Now we can start adding. And we'll start with the wires. The reason you want to start with the wires is the motors get a little close together when they're both on there. You're going to take both heating elements, cartridge first, insert them through the hole, plug out the back. Now you also have your thermocouple for the second thermocouple. He also needs to go down through the hole, and he's going to screw into the other head, plug out the back. Okay, now as these are pushed back here, we need to grab our second extruder. You notice the difference between the right and left hand. And we need our two beveled screws here. That's how we mount it in the bottom. Okay. And I'm just going to put these in real loose to start. I need to make sure my wires are in the right place so that I don't pinch them between the motors. And so once we get that started, we'll check the wires up here. See how the one up there was in between? That would have gotten stuck. So we'll keep them in the center here. Press down and just tighten them up. Really not a lot of ways you can go wrong doing this. One is the misconnection here of which cartridge goes in which. Your left is always number 1. So you see you have your TC number 1 for thermocouple 1, HE1 for hot element 1 for your heat cartridge. Slide that in. tighten the set screw. Alright, now we have your second brand new fancy hot end here. We're going to go ahead and put the thermocouple in first because you got to thread it on. It's easier to do with nothing else on it. Okay, and then we like to give that just a little bit of snug, not too much. All these are fairly sensitive, but you don't want it loose either. Okay, we'll add the second heat element. That's a little tight. Back off the set screw. There you go, slides right in. Tighten it up. Okay, the orientation of these guys is always wired to the back, and it just match the one you already have in there. Alright, so slide it in. Okay, now with it in, of course we've got the set screw here. This is the set screw that's going to hold it in place. We're going to turn it in about halfway, pull it out, and that'll give you the same clearance that the other one does, and snug it up. Okay. Again, not too tight. You're dealing with plastic parts. See, all your wires are nice and in order, nice and square. Okay. So let's grab the other fan bracket. Brand new fan bracket for the left-hand side. Now this is just going to snap on. The caution there is make sure there's not a fan on it. When you snap it on, it will break. But there you just snap it on. And we're ready for the fans. Okay, now we still have our 6 screws from the first 3 fans or the first 2 fans we took off. Third one didn't use any. And then we ship you 6 more so you can do the other set of fans. So to check your fans, you're going to see there's 3 sets here, and they all dangle everywhere. No, there's 3 sets here. 2 of them have the plastic sheaths on them. They go on either side, doesn't matter which side. This last one without a sheath on it goes on the top. The next thing you need to realize is that there's a pair of them that are labeled outriggers. They go on either side, on the outside on either side. And the way to identify them, there's one in each sheet. Just pull the wire. If you pull like this and it moves, you don't have the right one. So that's the outrigger fan. And we're going to go ahead and put it on this outrigger. We're just going to start these for right now to get them all in the right place, and we'll tighten them all up. Okay, so that's the outrigger fan. And then of course the other one in the black sheath is going to be your front fan. Now the front fans and the top housing fan are all wired together. And then your 2 outriggers are wired together. The reason is you have the option to turn them off. Okay, same is true here on the other side. We'll grab the outrigger wire, pull it. Hey, I got it right that time. So this is the outrigger fan over here. And again, we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to screw it in lightly. So we got it ID'd. Going to add the other one up front. Always dark side out, label in. Go. Alright. So what you have now is you have your 2 sides set up. You have your plugs that you just put through the hole. This top is going to go in your top. I want to have young Jarek pause it here, and we'll just put all these screws in, and then we'll move on. Alright, so as you can see, we have all the screws in and they're all snug. Remember, you're screwing into plastic, so be gentle. All you need is for them to be snug. They don't move around a lot. Now on these fan wires, the trick is to slide this protector down here kind of in the middle, and it's going to come around and tuck up in here. There's a little cutout right in the front of here that it actually fits into. So you want that protector up front there, and the same thing up here. Slide it up. Okay. Let's put the cover in. Now in this case, the dark side goes in here. So when you look in the little grates, you don't see the shiny thing. So then slide it in. I prefer to put the cord towards the open end. There you go. Slide it in so it's square and it covers the hole. Alright, and then we're pretty much ready to close it up. You see you got a lot of wires around, so do your best to organize them and keep it all nice and neat. Come on down. That's the top one. You recognize that wire. And I'll show you on the side here. You see on the side where that tucks in underneath. These are nice and snug up front. We're going to do the same thing over here. Use my little tool here. Pull and press that in there. And we're in good shape. 2 more of the 314s, the ones you pulled out. And I'll hold the top down for you. There you go. Get the other side. See, they'll sneak out if you let them. Set this down a sec so I can hold it in place. Alright. Alright, so now what you've got, these just turn, square them up nice. So now you've got both your heads in. Your wires are to the back, up through the hole and clear. Remember, your rail fits in here, so make sure your wires are clear. Okay, looking good. Both your extruders are on, cover's on. Now let's go to the back. We'll arrange the wires. Everything has a slot. Terminal couple 1, TC1 slides right in there. Your new wire, terminal couple 2, slide in right next to it. The fan cables, our standard is to put the open wire side towards the back, okay, towards the back, and slide the outriggers into the hole, which is really easy to do, as you can tell. There we go. Slide the outrigger into the hole, and then slide the other one into the hole. Now you'll already be set up and have your wires in here, so you might as well just plug them right in and then slide them in here. Might be a little easier for you. Certainly up to you at that point. And now you have your double heater, and slide that guy right in there. I send that plastic thing through and arrange these wires a little bit. There you go. And now it's time for the back cover. Put the back cover on. Hole should line up nicely. Okay. There you go. You snug it up. Now there's a good possibility you're going to be doing this on your bot, but that's totally fine. Be a little bit more difficult to manipulate down here, but you should have no issue. Just be patient and take your time. And there you have the head reassembled with dual extruders. Notice here that you do have a couple pieces left. Your other single heater, can't use that again because it's a plug. Same with your fans. That's your bonus prize for ordering. There are some more pieces that will be left in the box. Okay, this is going to be your filament detector. It's going to go on the back of the bot. These hold your filament line or your filament tube. So you get a second filament feed tube that'll feed your second extruder. And these hold it to your first filament extruder. Right? You got your, what do you call that guy?
Motor driver.
That's your motor driver. And we give you, these are magic nuts here. You get 2 magic nuts and 2 M5x12s. That's going to hold your filament detector to the back of the bot. Hope that was helpful.